Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a Do They Miss Me spread for Scorpio, March 2020. If this does resonate with you and you'd like your own personal custom reading, please click the link in the description box down below. This is Book Your Own Personal Custom Reading. Also, I have a sale going on, 10-minute reading for $10. I'm going to be raising my prices, so get those while they're hot. This is going to be for a week. And then I'm going to raise them up all the way. So, not all the way, but like, a little bit higher. I'm going to shuffle the cards 3 times in a row. You know how I do. And I hope you're having a good day, night, or evening, whatever time of day that you're watching this. Let us get it popping. Let us get it popping. And one more time and we shall be good. So the first question that we're going to be asking is, how do they feel about you? 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 Well, they're feeling quite stuck and stagnant in a situation here. They feel that they can't really do much in the situation, and they're, in a situation where they're just stuck. They're feeling trapped in this, and they're just feeling like they're stuck and they're trapped and they can't do anything and they can't go anywhere. And coming back to the question here is, how do they feel about you? They're feeling stuck and stagnant in the situation. How else do they feel about you? How else do they feel about you? How else do they feel about you? We have the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups, so Knights represent somebody that's a little bit older, that has a little bit more maturity under the belt. Knights also represent movement towards something. Cups represent water sign energies such as Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. And what does this card mean as a whole? This card represents as a whole somebody moving towards somebody or something, offering a cup of love. Cups represents love, empathy, and it also represents emotion. So coming back to the question here is, how do they feel about you? They are wanting to move towards you and give you a cup of love and show you that they care and they love you, but at the same time they still feel stuck and stagnant in the situation. They can't go anywhere. And with the Knight of Cups, this is the main central theme. How else do they feel about you? How else do they feel about you? How else do they feel about you? They're feeling like the Devil card. The Devil card represents addiction, depression, procrastination. Something isn't quite right in the situation, and it seems like they're really quite upset about something, and there's more than this to the situation than is what is being led on. So coming back to the question here is, how do they feel about you? I feel like they're feeling very negative, and they're feeling really upset about some stuff, but at the same time, they do love you, they do care about you, and they want to be with you, and they want to go travel, they want to have that Knight of Cups towards you, move towards you, but at the same time, they're having some difficulties and feeling maybe depressed about some situations. They're probably quite depressed about the situation because they're feeling stuck and stagnant because they can't do anything about it, because I feel like maybe you were the one that kind of put them on the blockage, or you kind of distance yourself, and so they're feeling upset about the whole situation. So what are the blockages between you and them? 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 The first blockage between you and them is, it seems like somebody feels like their hands are tied behind their back, which we already know whose hands are tied behind their back. In the beginning, they feel like their hands are tied behind their back. Somebody's doing a lot of thinking and contemplating about the situation here, and are actually able to leave the situation at any point in time they want. They're just not really doing that because they feel like they're kind of stuck, and they're just really living in their head quite a lot. And it's causing a blockage to happen because they're not able to move on from the situation. They're not able to have any closure or anything. And so they're just constantly thinking about it and, focusing on it as a whole. So what else are the blockages? 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 It seems like somebody's feeling quite stabbed in the back here, and they're doing a lot of thinking and contemplating about that as a whole as well. And they're really they're really contemplating on the past and thinking about what happened in the past, and they're having a hard time letting that go, which is causing a blockage between you and this individual. And this is the main central theme. And what else are the blockages between you? 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 It seems like the Hermit. The Hermit can represent a couple things here. But for the situation here, I believe that somebody needs to do a lot of thinking and soul searching within themselves and to try to analyze and figure out the situation as a whole. And the reason that it's a blockage, coming back to the question here, what is the blockage between you and this individual? It may be that somebody may be doing too much thinking and analyzing and self-analyzing about the situation and beating themselves up too much, which is causing a blockage to happen between you two. Or it could be that you guys need, or this one of you people need to have some self analyzation and really think about what is the best course of action to take at this moment in time. My ears are popping. I don't even know why. And yeah, so basically coming back, what are the blockages? Blockages that somebody's feeling like they're doing a lot of thinking and contemplating, feeling like they're stuck, feeling like they're having a lot of backstabs, and feeling that they're quite betrayed in the situation. And somebody has to take the time and effort to do some deep soul searching about the situation to make coherent, good decisions. But since this is a blockage between you and this individual, it's either blocking you, somebody isn't doing enough thinking and contemplating about it to make a solid decision, and or you need to stop doing it as much and calm down so you guys can have some communication and not just assuming anything. But do they want you back in their life? 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 We have a lot of fast-moving messages here, so this could be representing of a couple things. This could be representing of a lot of fast-moving messages such as arguments and disputes. This could also be representing of some type of communication error as a whole. So do they want you back in their life? It could be either or. We'll get some more cards and clarify this a little later, but I do believe it would be more on the lines of fast-moving messages of maybe argues and disputes. Okay, so do they want you back in their life? 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 They're really quite confused about the situation here, and they're not sure about what's being offered to them. We have a lot of cups here. Cups represents water signs such as Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer, and also the water signs or the cups represents love, emotion, and empathy here. So basically, they're being offered a lot of things, and they're quite confused about the right choice to make. And coming back to the question here is, what do they want you back in their life? I feel like they're really confused and they're unable to make a decision based on emotion, and this is the main central theme. And do they want you back in their life? Ooh. Do they want you back in their life? Do they want you back in their life? Do they want you back in their life? I feel like they're doing a lot of sneaky behavior in this situation here. Or maybe they feel like there's going to be a lot of sneaky behavior happening between you and this individual. Sorry, I kind of got shook with these real quick. I feel like there's going to be a lot of sneaky behavior between you and this individual, or there's some speculation that there's going to be some type of sneaky behavior because there's a lot of thinking and contemplating about the situation. And what this card means is either cheating, stalking, and or saying really mean, nasty things behind your back. And coming back to the question again, do they want you back in their life? I feel like they're kind of afraid because maybe they feel like you're going to do something sneaky, and they're confused about the situation because they're unsure about what's going to happen because maybe they're not really completely in full contact with you, so that's why they're very confused and they're not sure what's going to happen completely. So, do they miss you? Do they miss you? That is the $1,000 question. Do they miss you? Let's give it another good shuffle and then ask the question. Do they miss you? Do they miss you? Do they miss you? We have the Justice card. The Justice card can be representing here, some type of justice to be served, some type of equal give and take pertaining to the situation here. And I feel like they do miss you, but there's some type of liberal underlining here, and they feel like maybe there's some type of equal give and take that needs to happen in order to really be fully, able to miss you. Do they miss you? Do they miss you? Do they miss you? We have the Knight of Wands, so I feel like, yeah, they want some equal give and take, and the Knight of Wands is representing of, a knight equals movement, wands equals, fire sign energy such as Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, and this is movement towards another individual, and this is a Playboy card, and so somebody's wanting to move towards you and give you some type of passion, some type of, love, some type of stuff that's sexual in that department here. And coming back to the question is, do they miss you? I feel like they miss you, and they want to show you a good time. Again, this is the main central theme. And do they miss you? Do they miss you? Do they miss you? We have the Ace of Wands again. Somebody's offering some type of passion, some type of sexual need, some type of sexual drive. Do they miss you? I feel like they really miss you in the bed, that's for sure. And again, Wands represents fire signs. Fire signs, which is representing of Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. And basically somebody's like offering you some type of sexual desire. So yeah, I do believe they miss you, but they may be missing you on the more sexual plane than the romantic type of plane. So let's get some advice. What is some advice? What is some advice? What is some advice? What is some, oh gosh. What is some advice? Okay. You may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there is always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. So through turmoil, through this whole ups and downs in your life, this will be a learning lesson for you to understand. And, you know, you may not truly understand why it's happening right now. But later on, you're really going to have a realization of what's happening, and it will soon reveal itself. The blessings will soon reveal itself, and things will kind of work out themselves. So with that being said, thank you so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing. If you want to see more content like this, hit that notification bell to get notified when I upload my videos. Here's some content over here that YouTube has recommended. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Good luck in your endeavors. Mwah. Take care.